I'm Teresa Munoz, a teacher tree, and I don't know if the board is aware of the amazing consciousness and loving way in which Principal Lang and Mr. Burns and Dr. Rubio and staff have responded to let's just call it errors of some things that have gone on in our government recently. But when people were being detained at the airport, and many of our students are from Yemen, and with a quick survey, I determined that my high school students weren't immediately affected, but all my students were concerned. And we had an impromptu kind of talk in my classes in art and in some other classes. I know that there were some wonderful opening of hearts and sharing and making of artwork in the classes at the elementary school, so that any student who may be of Muslim descent or from the Middle Eastern countries that were being strangely detained at airports felt loved, included, cared about. We have a new student that has only been here for several weeks from Yemen, and she, when asked by curious classmates, she volunteered to show them how to put on the hijab. And I wish I had a picture for you of a young athletic man with very short hair wearing the hijab in our classroom while we tried to talk about how as high school students we can show more respect and leadership than was being shown to our citizens and our green card holders. So I just want to thank Ms. Lang for creating that environment at Annie Yates and Dr. Rubio throughout the school district, and Mr. Burns as well, and our students.
All right, yes. Any other comments? Well, thank you. Oh, here we go.
Thank you, Audrey Miles, Anna Yates, TK. As well, I want to agree with Teacher Tree. We have a beautiful wall with the help of and support of Ms. Lang in our hallway, so I invite board members to come and look. It is a wonderful expression of how our students wanted to show their empathy and love and support for our Muslim students. It talks about the expressions and their feelings and their love and their support. It talks about their political beliefs in reference to what's being done in this country and how we as a school want our Muslim students to feel part of our community. It's very touching. I often during the day don't have an opportunity as I'm hauling students up and down the hall to stop and do that. So on my way here today, it just drew me. And you have to come and you have to walk that hall and you have to read what these young students K through 8 have written, and the passion and the drawings and the feelings that are there to be able to understand their pain and their understanding of what it means not only to be a Muslim student but also to be a part of a community that loves and supports them. And that was shown by Ms. Lang and definitely supported by Dr. Rubio with his email encouraging us to have conversations with our students, but it could not have been done without the leadership of Ms. Lang and saying it was okay to put that wall up. And while I'm standing here, I'm saying the idea that that hall doesn't have a bulletin board, and that if you look at that wall and how beautiful it is, how much more effective that walls would be if there were actually bulletin boards to allow students to express artwork and classwork that support our education. So thank you.
Yeah. Ms. Lang, thank you so much. Really appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right, Superintendent?